Free trial. Free trial. All right, we're now on record and live streaming at Thurston County District Court for the small claims calendar. And I'm going to figure out who's all here and then a couple of introductory remarks before we get started. So let's see, do I have Mark and or Brian Ford? Mark and or Brian, there I have Mark Ford. Do we expect to see Brian? Mr. Ford, you'd have to, so I can hear you. Will I see Brian Ford?
There. No, he couldn't make it because of work commitments. He just couldn't make it work.
More about that. All right. And then do I have anyone from Xfinity?
Yeah, my name is David Harden. I'm a manager of external affairs and I'm with Xfinity.
Okay, Mr. Harden is here. Thanks. We'll pick that up. And then Tessa Jordan. Is Tessa Jordan with us? Tessa Jordan. Not seeing a Tessa Jordan. All right. Let's see. Art and or Tina Davidson. Present. Oh, you're in the courtroom. Great. All right. And Edward Leland. Oh, okay. Thanks. That makes sense. James Tyler. I think I see you there, Mr. Tyler. Hello. And
hello, Your Honor.
Hello. Capital Home Improvement.
Teresa Lorenzen.
Okay. Teresa Lorenzen. All right. Got you. And then Dodge Excavation LLC. I think I see you there.
Yeah, we're here.
And your name?
My name is Donnie Dodd.
Okay, so your last name is Dodge. You're the owner?
Yes.
Okay, great. And Brett Morris, is Brett Morris with us? Brett
Yeah, I'm here on the phone.
Okay,
I'm here.
Mr. Morris, are you going to be able to connect with a video?
The app's not working on my phone. It just says app keeps crashing.
Okay, we'll talk about that. All right, so let's see. Christopher Richardson, I see you there.
Here you're at.
Got both of those. And then Abigail Hatley.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, got both of you. And then Alexandra and or Kyle Davis. So both of you there?
Yes.
Okay. And Abby Vanier. How shall I pronounce your name?
Vanier.
Vanier. All right, thank you. All right, got you guys. Okay, so it looks like we have one more call here. Tessa Jordan. Is Tessa Jordan present? Don't see her here. Nobody's in the waiting room. Okay, let's see if I can let that Davidson's go. So it is 9:08. Maybe I'll just take a moment there. James Tyler. We've got James Tyler.
Yes, Your Honor.
There you are. Okay, I did have you, and then I have Miss. All right. And someone's coming in the door. Hi, you here for small claims? And your name? Ah, Ms. Jordan. Okay, Ms. Jordan's in the courtroom. Okay, we got both, and the Davidsons are in the courtroom as well. All right, that's helpful. So, folks, we got every
So, folks, we've got everything. No, I'm just joking. I think you can hear me now. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I apologize. I'll do it as best I can. So hold on. We can go back to this for a proper introduction. Welcome, everybody. It is Sunday brunch, also known as our Court Watchers Anonymous meeting. No cleavage today. Uh, just because I want to wear my Harry Potter shirt. Expecto Patronum. Uh, and I had so many things to say that I've already forgotten about. At first glance, I just looked at the screen again. Look at this. Look at Mark Ford. So right below the judge, I looked just out of the corner of my eye because it's on another monitor here, and it looked like rows of like corn or wheat or like a big farm. You know what I mean? Like it would look like from the sky. Um. Anyways, guys, doesn't it? I can't get that out of my head. Regardless, I hope everybody's doing well today. I have some laundry in. I have, I was, sitting cursing myself about not being able to find my Fitbit charger, which is, a recurring theme with me. Like, as usual, the issue is always getting it charged. And I was like, my God, like, I wish you, I wish you could just be smart and attach it to something magnetic. And then lo and behold, I looked down and I had attached it to something magnetic. And I found it. I was so happy. So we're going to be charging the Fitbit. Hey, Brian and Kimmy, thanks for being here. Kimberly's here as well. Thanks for returning, Kimberly. Because I am embarking upon a 30 days of exercise. I almost just did 30 days, but I'm actually going to do 30 days this week or this time. So, plug that bad boy in, get it charged because I'll be going to the gym after this. In case you didn't realize, we are watching Small Claims Court this morning. I'm going to drink my other coffee. Thank you, Previous Paisley, for buying 2 coffees and not drinking one yesterday. Oh, did I get to 380? That's exciting. Because guess what, guys? We are on a countdown. 120 people, unless any of you fuckers leave, uh, until this channel can be monetized. This channel has no issues. You understand? We can monetize this channel. It should be right away. Just like the last one. Because the last time I monetized, it was all lives and it was A-okay. So, 120 subscribers and you can have your green back in the chat. We can have super chats. Oh, we can give YouTube Daddy 30%. Oh, we love that. So much. So much. Don't make fake accounts. Just use all of your accounts. I can't be told to be telling people to do that. But anyways, I'm gonna have my coffee. I'm probably gonna put in some toast. That's gonna be my brunch. It's not a very big brunch, but like I said, I'm gonna go work out after. And I'm stepping up my workouts, so we'll see. Yeah, new friends. That's right, Jonathan. Okay. Also, Sashina, at the beginning, I said, I apologize for not being there this morning. I thought I would be fashionably late. Instead, I was just too late. So I apologize. You know how I am. I didn't realize they were so short. But ladies and gentlemen, Sashina has a channel also linked on my channels. She's not in the court adjacent babies. She is in my friends. And please go and sub to her channel as well. That's okay, Sashina. I honestly thought you wrote a long book. And because I think you've told us it's a long book before. And so I was anticipating like, you know, a lengthy chapter. So that's my bad. I should have asked. But anyways, yeah. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna watch Small Claims Court. Oh, I've just noticed that. Okay. Also, okay. Wow. I haven't taken any meds today, if you can't tell. I haven't even had any caffeine today. I've smoked a little weed, but not enough. Um, um, for some reason on my YouTube shorts, I don't know why I'm so fucking loyal to YouTube, but I am on YouTube shorts, which sounds so much lamer than TikTok or Instagram. Um, on YouTube shorts, uh, they keep showing me this. We will see small claims, but um, we, they keep showing me this channel of this couple that is like the guys from Florida and the girls from Wisconsin, and I'm feeling extremely like Wisconsin is very close to Canada in some ways because he keeps making fun of her for all of these sayings that she says, and I think they're all normal. Just like hold your horses. Hold your horses. I would say hold your horses all the time. Like hold your horses, totally fine. And he makes fun of her for saying pop. We all know it's pop. Come on now. Anyways, cheers if you're drinking coffee. I'm gonna drink this one. We'll see how we get. Um, yeah, 10 books, 8 to 10 parts per book, 20 chapters per part. So if you make them all videos, that would be 2,000 videos. Okay. That sounds like a math question. Hold your horses, Paisley. Skinny guy who wears plaid, girl is blonde. It's the girl's name is Libby and the guy's name is Hunter, but she calls him Hannah. It's I'm sorry, but I drink pop. I would even call it like from a can, it's almost always pop, basically, in Canada. But lucky for me, down south, I say I can say I'll have a Coke and they'll just say what kind and then I say Coke and I get Coke. But it would be perplexing. I guess I mean, could you just order ginger ale or whatever? Like you could just say I'll have a ginger ale. I think that would work. In Texas, that worked. I ordered ginger ale. I don't think did I get maybe I got ginger ale in Florida. I don't remember. Oh, that's not going to mute me. So I just reached over to touch the microphone that normally mutes me. If it doubled back, that would be great. The echo finally starts not. But okay, so I have to do that over here now.
Everybody here for small claims, and I'm going to endeavor to get through every case, but I got to give each of you enough time for me to make those decisions. And usually we have the Dispute Resolution Center here, which is a agency here, a nonprofit here in Thurston County that's been working with small claims for 30 years at least, helping people solve their disputes without going to trial. They're not available today, but they are petitioners. Everybody who filed your claim, you've already paid for their services. So if you haven't used them yet, we'd like you to have an opportunity to work with them to solve your claims because they're trained mediators. They don't solve your case. Their motto says it, you can solve it, we can help. And if you wanted to take a little time to figure out how to find a solution to this problem that's brought you to court, we can do that. You can talk to them without, I'd set another court date. In the meantime, you can talk with their help with the other side. Sometimes you don't have to be together. Sometimes you're together. But they, like I say, 30 years, highly trained mediators. We find that they solve like 60% of the cases that are filed in this court without coming to trial, which is good because You then keep control over this problem that's been dogging you and troubling you and giving you aggravation.
Judge, please don't say dogging like that in this room. Hi, Trish. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Oh, yeah, if we want to talk about weather for a minute, Kimberly, first of all, jealous that you live in Arizona. Let's just check out my weather for today. Fucking fuck. 47 degrees. Feels like 44 though. That's right now. Okay. Last night, I sent a screenshot. Um, it was 6:38, feels like 34. That's almost freezing. Okay. I've learned. I am American now, in a way. I know the numbers. I don't have to now change it to understand the temperature, which is so weird to me, but it is. I've accomplished my goal. 90. Damn it, Courtney. You're making me so jealous. Oh my God. No.
Trial, I hate to tell you, having been a trial lawyer for 30 some years, and then a judge, trial is the least useful way of solving disputes, the least satisfying, because you lose control. I take control. I decide, pursuant to the law, what's admissible, what's relevant. I decide and I apply the law as it is, not what I wish it were, think it is. So we've got a couple of things here, a lot of contract, we've got some landlord-tenant. Landlord-tenant is really particular. Both sides have very particular obligations and duties under the law, and if you don't meet them, it's a dismissal. And that happens often, unfortunately, with landlord-tenant. Contract law, I'm seeing something that might come up here potentially, that someone made a contract, and if the other side relied and spent money in reliance on that contract, and then the other side backs out, potentially, that concept in contract law says that you owe that, even if you didn't get it, because the other side relied on your assurances. And then there's also concepts called unfair enrichment, all sorts of contractual concepts that you may not be aware of, but that I have to apply. And it's very frustrating for this court to have to say you haven't proved your case to a legal concept that's recognized under the law, you don't have the sufficient evidence, dismissal. When with working with Dispute Resolution Center, like I say, 60% of these cases at least get settled, and the two of you or all of you decide that rather than going to trial. So if you're interested in trying that, unfortunately, we don't have them here today, but if you're interested in trying to resolve things, I'm glad to give you a continuance. And then in the meantime, you can talk with Dispute Resolution Center about it, see if you can come to some resolution. You don't come back to court, or you can come back to court that day. But what happens is you write it up, you file it with the court, and nobody goes to trial anymore. And you just perform on your agreement. Now, the reality is, I gotta tell y'all, if you have the proof of your legal claim and you prove it up to a legal standard, and I write a judgment that says, yep, you're owed this money from this person, you get a legal enforceable document, and now you have to collect on it. Now you've still been in conflict, and we see that that becomes problematic. You have to chase that person around to get payment. It's now up to you to collect that judgment, not the court. You may, I hate to tell you, have to pursue another lawsuit in order to get payment on this judgment I may write for you. So heads up, this is the easy part. But when you work with Dispute Resolution Center, the reason we don't see those come back, we see people perform because they still have ownership. They've all gotten together and coordinated a resolution, not having it imposed by the court. So some of those reasons are why we really want you to work hard with Dispute Resolution Center and why we give you that opportunity. Because it just is far more satisfying and you come to a resolution rather than have to chase the other side around if in fact you don't get a dismissal because there are legal standards I have to impose that you may not be aware of. So let's see. Get my glasses out here. So there are a couple of things here. First off, there was a motion to continue by, let's see, Mr. Tyler, I see you're there, and Ms. Lorenzen on behalf.
Mr. Tyler T. Rex. She's calling your name, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you've hit the like button. I'm having a coffee. It's always a Tyler. Actually, well, it is. There is a lot of flack with Tyler's and Sarah's. There's a few other names. I'm not going to alienate everybody by saying all the names that I never.
Of Capital Home Improvement. If I could hear, let's see. Lorenzen, there you are. This case 37088. So Ms. Lorenzen, you asked a motion to continue that case.
Correct.
All right. So what do you want to say about that?
I would like to come to a resolution.
Kimberly, ain't no shame in that game. I just, alcohol is calories. Coffee is calories. I gotta pick and choose. Because now when you go to the gym and you go and you work out and you realize you're like, but you just ate that in a minute. So I watch a little bit more, and alcohol, I don't like to drink that much anyways, so alcohol is low on my list of things I want. Quesadillas, high, very high on my list of things I want to eat or use my calories on. Alcohol, low. Sour cream, high. Beer, not even on the list. Wouldn't even drink it. Have never drank a full beer, in fact.
Like you had said, or a continuance, because I couldn't file countersuit because I didn't have James Taylor's address, only a PO box, so I couldn't serve him the papers.
Okay, and that's what I see too. Mr. Tyler, there's a counterclaim filed by Capital Home Improvement, and you need to have notice of that. And there's all sorts of documents that are filed, and each of you fairly should have time to see what the other's saying in the trial, but it also allows you, if you feel so inclined, to work with Dispute Resolution Center, because both of you have paid a fee now, and that goes to support Dispute Resolution Center already, so you paid for their services. So, Mr. Tyler, as to that motion to continue, anything to say?
Okay, so just to clarify, Your Honor, so if does that mean do I have to have a continuance or can I have a choice to continue or proceed what I got right now?
Yeah, I'm asking what you think about that continuance request by Capital Home Improvement.
I don't want a continuance, Your Honor.
Okay. So there's a counterclaim filed against you. You know that? You probably don't.
Well, I didn't know about the countersuit. I was not aware of that.
Yeah, that's the problem. The Capital Home Improvement filed a counterclaim, and I want you to have time to see what that is and look at their documents and figure out your response to that. That's why I'm actually going to grant this continuance, because that's not fair for you. And it would be inefficient use of this court's time to take half of this and then set another hearing and take another half. When there's a counterclaim, we have to take it all together. So we would set another date with both of your calendars. So it's always a Friday morning, and we'd hear all of it together. Now, Ms. Lorenzen, you need to get that information You don't have to serve notice here because today we're setting that date. Everybody knows what the date is, but Ms. Lorenzen, on behalf of Capital Home Improvement, you need to get to Mr. Tyler information that you filed with the court so he knows what's the counterclaim and your documents. But Mr. Tyler, in order to get that information to you, how would you like to receive that?
I would like to receive that by mail, but I could check that today. I have no problem going to my mailbox for that. So if it's there, that's not a problem. So
Okay. So the
at
Avery
least I would
Lane,
get a notice.
It
Yeah,
was,
this is
was mailed.
so 4570 Avery Lane Southeast, PMB 192 in Lacey, Mr. Tyler?
that is correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so
Oh, also for anybody that is not on Discord but that was worried about Mikey's daughter, she is home now. The contractions have stopped. So that is such good news, and that's been posted on Discord. But for some of you that may not be on Discord but heard about that and wanted an update, she is doing well, safe at home, safe, safe, safe.
Capital Home Improvement, Ms. Lorenzen, if you, that's where you need to get everything to Mr. Tyler. So he is ready. And then we're going to talk about a new court date, and then everybody can come to court and see what's going on. And again, in the meantime, you can contact dispute resolution, just call them, see if there's something they can help you with in the meantime, or they'll be available at that hearing date as well. But what are we looking at? Oh, wow. All right. So the first Friday that we have available would be January 12th. Is Lorenzen, January 12th, good? It's a
That would
Friday,
be
expect to
perfect.
spend the morning.
That works perfect.
Mr. Tyler?
That'll be okay, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So we're set for January 12th for both the Mr. Tyler's claim and then the counterclaim at the same time. And then Ms. Lorenzen, you've already sent information to that address on Avery. So the two,
Correct.
nothing prevents the two of you from talking to each other in the meantime. Nothing prevents the two of you from accessing Dispute Resolution Center. And we will have them here when you come back at that January 12th date as well, if you haven't and want to. So that's it for today. Mr. Tyler, any questions?
No, just verifying that January the 12th, at 8:30 a.m., correct?
Oh, you froze. Are you still with us?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. So I just want to verify the time, for January the 12th, Your Honor.
8:30.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thanks, Mr. Tyler. And then Ms. Lorenzen, any question?
No, January 12th, 8:30 is perfect.
All right, we'll see you both then. Thanks for your
Thank
time
you.
today.
Thank you.
Sure. And then that motion is granted. All right, so let me take up the first one on the calendar here, 37007. This is Mark Ford and Brian Ford against Xfinity with Mr. Harden here from Xfinity. So Mr. Ford, there you are, unmuted.
Yes.
And Mr. Harden, if you could unmute so we can have both of you here. Great. So this is the issue. Mr. Ford, it looks like you served, and you'll help me understand better, but you're suing Xfinity, correct?
Correct.
And you served them at the registered agent here in Olympia, the CT Corporation. But you're in Aberdeen in Grays Harbor,
Yes.
and your Brian Ford is a relative of some nature.
He's my son. He lives in Texas.
Okay, he's in Texas, not available today. And Xfinity, I'm just thinking you've got the wrong court as to venue.
No, it happened in Olympia.
So you did your business in Olympia?
Yes, it was at the Xfinity in Olympia.
Okay. Let's see. All right, Mr. Harden, any comment on that venue issue? Where are you?
I'm based out of Tigard, Oregon.
In Oregon, and is that the headquarters for this area for Xfinity, or is there?
Yeah, I'm based in the Pacific Northwest region, so it stretches from essentially Springfield in Oregon Springfield, Eugene in Oregon, up basically to the Canadian border. So yes.
Basically up to my house is what he's saying. Hi, Erica Thorpe. Thank you for being here. Tin Man's not wearing any pants. That's okay. I'm not wearing a bra. We can all share about what we're not wearing or wearing. But I am wearing a Harry Potter t-shirt and I'm eating toast. It's brunch, y'all. Harry Potter. Anyways, make sure you've clocked in for your shift. Hit the like button. I'm still drinking my coffee. The coffee, if you will. I'm wearing, there's no cleavage and no bra. Related? Maybe. No, really. Oh, laundry. I gotta switch laundry in a moment. Cloud Illusions. I'm wearing a smile. Like it. No bra or undies here from MB. Like it, like it, like it. So this is interesting. She said it was wrong court. Now it seems like it's the right court.
Okay, all right, so do you have any objection to this court hearing the matter, which really it looks like then you were, let me analyze this under the rules here that I'm dealing with, because so Mr. Ford, the CT Corporation, and I understand you say that you use the Olympia Xfinity office, but you're suing Xfinity. And so there are certain places, certain courts that are given power to hear certain cases, and it has a lot to do with what the subject matter is. And then also it has to do with where things happen and where people are. And generally, it's where the defendants, one or both, are located. The CT Corp, that of course is just a mailbox. So that doesn't define, because you appropriately served Xfinity at their registered agent in Olympia, but that would be every multinational organization has to have a registered agent in the state's capital. And that doesn't give jurisdiction of this court. So you did properly serve, but Xfinity apparently headquarters for this region is in Oregon. You purchased at an Xfinity store in Olympia, and you live in Grays Harbor and your son is in Texas. So parsing that out, venue doesn't seem to lie here in the Thurston County District Court. Now, Mr. Harden, do you object to this court hearing this case? Or I think venue actually is in Oregon. It's the issue. They may be able to be served here because they're doing business here, but that's just a mailbox. So headquarters are, again, Mr. Harden, where?
So essentially, Your Honor, my office is in Tigard, Oregon. We do have offices in the state of Washington as well. So I do not object to the court hearing it today. If it's a venue issue, then that's a legal matter. I defer to you.
Okay, so Mr. Harden.
Meh, meh. I keep reaching for the button. It's not the button anymore. Thank you, MB. You're so sweet. Saying I'm looking pretty. I appreciate that. I think the judge was wanting him to object so badly, but yet he didn't. She just like tried so many times.
Your Xfinity gives you the authority to bind Xfinity in litigation.
Right.
All right, so we have the right people. All right, so then the next question is, Mr. Mark Ford, your son Brian Ford is in Texas and not available today. So would his information would you want him to testify about this?
No, we were both there the whole time this happened, so, unless it
All right.
was needed, I mean, he doesn't need to.
Well, it's your claim, and I want you to have all the evidence that you think you should have. But if you don't have Brian and he
Well,
can, you would expect
I
him to
was there, we were
testify.
both there the whole time, so I don't think he has any more knowledge than I do.
And so both of you are suing, do you both own this phone and account or what?
It's his phone that was traded in. It's my account. I bought him the new phone. He was switching his new phone over to my account with Xfinity.
Okay. And so he is alleging that he lost information.
Yes, he was with
Okay.
a different carrier before we did the switch.
Okay. We're going to need him.
Losing information? Are you joking me right now? You can't sue the phone company when you switch from one to the other that you lost your information. I used to work for AT&T for a very short time in Canada. People lost shit all the time. It's just the way it is. It's crazy. It does sound like a shit show, doesn't it, Erica? Melanie? It might be a bit early for Melanie.
We're going to need him. So I will find that we can hear it here in Thurston County after this discussion. So you're in the right place. There's no objection to that from Xfinity. So we're in the right place. But we need Mr. Ford. And you should also understand just going forward. So we'll set another date. We'll need both of you, it sounds like, but certainly to perfect your claim, you're going to need your son. Because there's certain things called hearsay and reliable evidence and all of that, that sounds like we need to hear from what your allegations are. Things about mental anguish, you can't get that in small claims, Mr. Ford.
I
Not
didn't
going to
know
get
what all
that.
to put down for that.
Well, small claims is very limited. And so just heads up, none of that sort of thing. If you want that sort of thing, you have to file a civil lawsuit. Small claims is very limited because you can get to court in a couple of months rather than 2 or 3 years. And we've designed that for small claims. So just a heads up, things like that, even if, after all the evidence is out and the court thinks so, won't get anything for it because can't. So just a heads up there. It's only a money judgment that you can prove. So keep that in mind. You have to prove a dollar amount for whatever you believe that you're lost. So not just, I think $10,000 is because of that. No, there has to be a particularization of why that $10,000 or whatever amount, not just cause. So keep that in mind as you prepare your case. But I'm going to turn to my clerk here for a new court date. Same thing. Okay, so January 12th is our next court date. Is that good for you, Mr. Harden?
Damn, I'm actually going to have to come back on January 12th to listen to this case because it's sort of interesting to me. Oh, so yeah, we are. Am I going down on my sandwich? No. First of all, it's toast. Second of all, I'm not going to admit what I put on top of it. Third of all, eating on camera is hard to do without looking like a horrible pig. So I'm trying to be cognizant of that. Keep my mouth shut. Not like insert hard pieces of toast stick out of my side of my mouth. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. And the microphone's broken, so I can't even just like quickly stop. Everyone spreads on bread. I do. You guys know that I have a weird food obsession in the bedroom. It's mostly sauces, though. I just love sauce. Oh, gravy. Oh my God, sour cream. Au jus. Au jus. Oh, you. Au jus.
Um, let me check real quick, but I
Sure.
think
And Mr. Ford, if you can look and maybe if you can be in touch with your, if after you're in touch with your son and that's not a good date, everybody can contact the court and we can give you a new court date. But for now, let's get a court date set.
yeah, January 12th will work for us.
Mr. Ford?
Yeah, I guess. It's hard
All
to
right.
tell.
Again, if Mr. Ford, if your son isn't available on the 12th,
Kimberly, define full fat. Is that 14% milk fats? No, I'm not looking at a container of sour cream. Honestly, part of my problem is that I don't eat diet anything because that's just not worth it to me. Oh, fat free. Oh, fuck. Yeah. No, fuck that. No, I thought you meant full fat. I was like, girl, come on. Uh, creme sure. I love creme sure. Hi, Wenlaw, by the way. Um, Also, did we notice that Abigail, her name is Abagel? Abagail? Abagail? Honestly, why would we do fat free? Like, to me, I would rather go to the gym and work out for extra time. Speaking of Fitbit, how are you doing charging? 48%. Keep going, buddy. I want you good for like 5 days. And then what we're going to do, guys, we are going to put the charger somewhere and you're going to remember where I put the charger so that I don't lose it. Okay? Because I'm not able to be in charge of the charger. So we're going to get it up as high as we can. And then I think what we should do, maybe we should put it in here, this little box door thing, but I'll never remember if it's in there. So one of you guys has to remember that it's behind me when in approximately 5 days I'm bitching about not knowing where my charger is. Right? I think that will work. You guys are really good at your logic was you could eat twice as much. Okay. Erica, I couldn't show you guys what it looks like beside my laptop right now. But let's just say it was beside the laptop. I still couldn't see it. My Fitbit, I need all my laptop ports as well. Also still on, can we get a welfare check on MB, please? And you know what's funny is like having this discussion, deciding where we put it, and then doing that together. That was Chester. Okay, just Chester's fine. Chester's fine. Okay, enjoy the Grand Prix, T-Rex. But anyway, oh, we're at 51%. But you know, like having this whole discussion about it means that I'll probably remember where it is from now on, but regardless. I don't drink. Oh my God. You guys, that reminds me of a funny story. Okay. You know, I've had every job in the world. Oh, fuck! I need to, God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna respond to her right now. I met this lady at the pool the other day. She was super duper nice. Hey, sorry it took me so long. ADHD. Great meeting you too. Okay, sorry, I need to just say that. Okay. That's sent. Now I don't feel so bad about that. Okay. So you guys know that I've been a nanny before. I've had many different jobs, all different jobs. I cleaned houses for rich people, all the different things. And when I was cleaning house and sort of nannying for this one household, it was really funny because the mom was like greenwashed, obsessed. No, she's not a subscriber, MB. So the thing is with this, the text message I just did was because I met this lady in the pool the other day, and she had her little kid in the pool. And you guys, I hope you know, but I'm a sucker for kids. I love kids. I love playing with kids very much. Like, I just really enjoy it. And I was at the pool by myself, like reminiscing of how I grew up in that pool, and then my daughter had learned to swim in that pool. And then this little boy came, and he was sitting with his mom, and he was 15 months old, so not even talking, like a real baby, basically. And and I just went and I got all the balls. Like, they were off to the side somewhere, and I went and took all the balls and dumped them out for him, and like gave them to him, and he was so excited. And he uh he was just like super duper excited. And then so we talked for a while before their swim lesson. She's not from in town, she's from out of town. And so, or had just moved to town. And the funny line that I always use when I meet people in my town is that, oh, I'm probably the friendliest person you're ever going to meet in this town. You should take my phone number and text me. And oftentimes they do. And she did. But anyways, so the reason I connected that in my ADHD brain was because of nannying her little boy. The lady, and sorry, Erica, the one where I made the mom jump in, which did I've done many things. Yeah, I do a lot. Uh, and so anyways, I always have my phone because I'm a loser. So I took her number in the pool and I was like, "Hey, text me and we can go for a walk sometime or whatever." And so she texted me. I felt bad I hadn't texted her back, but now I have texted her back. That problem is solved. Um, the crazy mom who I was starting the story about, she's the one that when I walked in the first day, the kids were lined up at the counter and there was 3 shot glasses lined up in front of them. Oh, that one, yes. Oh, Erica, that was in Florida. That was in Florida. I had a lot of fun in Florida in the pools too, making adults jump in and making like adults be kids and have fun. I like it. I like doing that. Like, nothing makes me happier than a pool full of kids screaming and splashing and parents joining in. That is like the epic part of my life. I don't want it quiet. I don't actually want to read my book. No. I want to see kids having fun. That just like brings joy to my heart. So in Florida a lot, I did that a lot. I would like, yeah, egg egg them on into the pool. This was different. This lady was already in the pool with her kid for swim lessons. But were the rich people I worked for nice? Well, this lady was greenwash crunchy. So she didn't really understand, or she did understand. She just, I don't know. Like I said, when I walked into her house the first time, I was hired to clean up after breakfast. So she's a stay-at-home mom. I was hired to come in and clean up after breakfast so that by the time she got back from dropping the kids at school, the kitchen was cleaned up. And but she was doing the cooking. Like, I've worked places before where I've done the cooking too. So, it wasn't as extreme as some people. Um, but when I walked into that house, 3 shot glasses lined up on the counter, the kids standing there doing shooters. And I'm like, it's fucking 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, what in the hell is going on in this house? And she's like, oh, this is Norwegian fish oil. And I was like, okay. Oh, what? What? They're they're just doing straight shots of fish oil. And she was like, yeah. And this is very expensive. I order it from Norway, and I'm like, yeah, I bet. You know that they are going to be able to drink any alcohol ever. They're going to be able to pound shots as teenagers. And she looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, girl, you have them doing fish oil shots. Tequila ain't got nothing on this. Like, you crazy. Anyways, so that first day, I'm watching them. I know it's good for you, but you can take capsules. It's a lot to ask a kid to take a shot of fish oil, okay? Parents out there, tell me, if you're arguing about vegetables, you can imagine getting fish oil down? Like, I was baffled. Regardless, she she did a very brief overview because she had to get to school. So she goes, if you could do a tidy of the kitchen, please do not touch my nutsack. And I was like, what? And she's like, do not touch my nutsack that's hanging in the corner. And I was like, I usually only touch nutsacks when I'm invited to. Um, could you point that out to me? And she was like, it's over here. And so she had, I don't know, she was making nut milk, right? From like, she wasn't just drinking whatever milk you buy, almond milk. She had whipped up a batch herself, hung her nut sack from the like it was from the handle of one of the like cupboards, and then it was dripping into a container. And I just I was just like, yeah, no, not even a problem. Nope, won't touch your nut sack. Your nut sack is all yours. All yours. So that was like my first morning there. And it was funny because after that, like, we'd talked on the phone, but I'd never been there before. And she did not have a SCOBY. She did not have a SCOBY in the fridge, MB. Um, but everybody in this town drinks kombucha. It's, yeah. Ugh. I'm pretty sure she had a sourdough starter living, and like, she was the one that used a stick as a toothbrush, right? So, of course, I'm cleaning her house, but like cleaning up after it. And that was my first introduction to it. Um, this the nut sack, and then she just like took off. And then she came back after, yeah, a stick, Erica. I'll get to that part here. So she came back after dropping the two kids off. One of the kids didn't go to school. We've talked about that before. She was reteaching him how to crawl at like 10 years old because she believed that he had missed a very specific baby milestones, and she was paying a lot of money for this. But and I told you, like, she told me the kid was handicapped basically, or like, and I was expecting like a child of like that had disabilities. And I remember speaking to this kid and I was like, you got a pretty fucking good deal going on here, hey? And he like looked at me and was like, better than school. And I was like, oh, this kid. But so she came back from that and she said, I've got to go to tennis. It's tennis time. Can you just do my upstairs bathrooms and that'll be it for today? And I was like, yeah, no problem. Sure. So I go upstairs to the bathroom and I am utterly perplexed to see a stick in the bathroom. Now, how I clean a bathroom when I clean somebody else's bathroom is I like take everything off the countertop. I spray and clean the mirrors and the countertop. Also, if you're cleaning mirrors and you don't want streaks, you turn off the lights and that really helps. But it's a thing, right, MB? It's like, and they cost a lot of money, these stick cleaners. So I did the same thing. I'm standing there going, should I throw away the stick? Is this stick like a child has brought in this stick and put that there? Or is this a what, like what is the reasoning behind this? And I've looked it up on Amazon, and there it is for like $25 for sticks. So of course I have to leave the stick, but I clean everything off, wipe everything down, scrub, do all the things, put it back. And I just felt so silly, like putting this stick back into this thing. And I was just like, oh my God. And here's the like most ironic part of this, right? She's so greenwashed, is what I would call it. Doing all these certain things to be healthier or whatever. And I asked, I was like, where's your husband? Like in my town, it's a humble brag plus to have just one person working in your home. Um, that's like you're rich, right? And uh I asked, I was like, where's your husband? And she said, oh, he travels for work. He's a vice president of a pharmaceutical company and flies back and forth from California every week on the weekend. This story is now over. I'll just say the next time I arrived, my task was getting beach sand out of one of their rugs because it was in their outdoor deck in California. So they were rich.
After you talk to him today or tomorrow, you can contact the court and we'll give you a new court date. Nobody has to serve anybody notice anymore. You've all got notice now. And you can certainly talk to each other in the meantime. And again, Mr. Ford, you and your son have paid for Dispute Resolution Center's services. Feel free to contact them as well. They can do things on the phone or by Zoom and maybe help you come to a resolution. Who knows?
Well,
But we'll
I
keep
tried-
January 12th. We'll keep January 12th. And then if your son can't make that in enough time to give us notice, we can reset that and let Mr. Harden know that too. All right.
I tried to do dispute resolution, but Comcast refused.
Okay. Well, they'll be here next time. So, all right. So Mr. Harden, you can be on your way. Mr. Ford, you can be on your way. We'll see you January 12th.
Thank you.
Can you make it clear in the doc if the venue okay here?
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't have that come up again. All right. So these folks here.
Last story about that family today. It does. And she was greenwashing her environment. Like what I'm saying, Tin Man, is she was trying to be very green, which is normal where I live. I live in Hippieville, USA, as we call it, even though it's Hippieville, Canada. But so, but generally people don't order their sticks on Amazon. They would find the stick for brushing their teeth, or they do locally sourced stuff. And so greenwashing, what I mean is that she was greenwashing her life, even though her husband is flying like 4 times a week back and forth, or like that she was trying to be very green and he worked for a pharmaceutical company. Like it just was so backwards, just so backwards to me. Like the sort of lifestyle she was trying to live, which was funded by, quite obviously, y'all, I guess.
So Mr. Richardson and Ms. Hatley, to take the issue up there, 37091, 37092. And got you both there. All right. So this is a jurisdictional issue. Mr. Richardson, in looking at what's been filed and what your claims are and looking at the divorce decree, I forget what court that was, if that was Thurston County.
It was Thurston County.
Thurston County Superior Court. Your claim, if at all, lies with Thurston County Superior Court. This court is a district court of lower jurisdiction. I don't have authority, meaning jurisdiction. I don't have authority to change that divorce decree, to do anything about that. If you disagree with that divorce decree, you have to talk to.
They were married? Christopher and a bagel? A bagel and Christopher were married. Also, Lisa, they did have sticks on Amazon, and this was many years ago, so I guarantee they still have them now. Like, prices were super high back there. But again, she didn't care. She had a tennis outfit. She had tennis outfits. Tennis outfits. Okay? I barely have workout clothes. Those are just clothes that I work out in, but they're not workout clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Them about it. But I don't have the power to hear this case. So in district court, it's dismissed, and you need to seek your redress in Superior Court on that divorce decree.
In the divorce decree, I was declared the car, but she called the finance agency and told them that I had another car, and they told me that she can actually have the other car, and that's why she came back for it. And
That is
on
not
top
why
of
I
that,
had the vehicle.
okay, that's
Having
what they
it
told me.
Mr. Richardson, what I'm saying is that this court doesn't have the power to hear this. And so you have to go back to the Superior Court. It may be too late. If you disagreed with Superior Court's assignment of debt, then you needed to appeal that decision. But you can't
Okay.
you have to go.
it's because I pressed the button, but the button doesn't work. I'm just so used to pressing the button instead of clicking the button. What I said was, I'd like to thank MB and Jonathan for their lovely PayPal contributions, which helped me buy my gym membership this month. That's why I'm going to do 30 full days to make it well worth it. Fucking button. Holy fuck.
Up. And so Superior Court's the place for this issue at all.
All right.
District.
No problem.
All right. So these are dismissed here in the district court in small claims. If you want to follow up on that, then it would be the Superior Court's decision there that you have to follow up on.
I
All
will.
right. So I just don't want you all sitting around all morning. So that's it for today, and I'll sign those orders of dismissal, but you can pursue it otherwise
I will.
in the right. Okay. All right. So that's it. Mr. Richardson, Ms. Hatley, you can both be on your way today.
"30 days of Peloton." I'm so jealous. Oh my God. One day I will have a Peloton, mark my words. One day. I should do some Peloton rides at the gym. They have good bikes. I don't think they're quite connected enough. Oh, how much are we at on my Fitbit? 78%. We're getting close, guys. And then we can put it away, put the charger away. I still need, look at both my wrists. Can you see? Why can't you see it properly? Anyways, I think I get chemical burns from this thing, and I still put it on. And we know I'm a masochist, but still, like, oh, my sister had a Bowflex bike, and I used it with the Peloton app, which I would pay for. Loved it. Loved it, love it, love it. Cody, what's his name? That's my guy. I love laughing while working out. which is hard to do when you're alone. No, there's not much I could put around it because it needs access to my skin.
So, let's
Judge.
see, I've got Kyle Davis. Are you there? And Abby Vanier.
Good morning.
Hello. So this is case 37094. So I don't have proof that you were able to serve notice properly on Ms. Vanier. Were you able to do that? Get her. Oh, now I finally have it.
We used a service company out of Olympia, and I brought the affidavit in this past week. It was under our case online.
I'll just say this, the Peloton app is actually really good for all of the different things that they offer. Maybe when I get more money, I'll buy the Peloton app for this month. But I'm just thinking about that. I was like, oh, how much does it cost right now? Because even if you own a Peloton, you have to pay for the app, which I find to be very cheap of Peloton. If I've paid for my goddamn bike, y'all better be giving me the free app. Instructors, there's so many different instructors and so many different types of classes that you can do, and they let you sort them by so many different ways. I love it when I like pick a 60-minute class and they start out the class, they're like, you are gonna fucking rock it this time because you picked 60 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, I am. That's right. Oh my God. And then like 4 minutes later, I'm sort of dying and they're like, stop it, just keep going.
Okay, there it is. So October 6th. Okay, why wasn't this in the court file? Anyway. All right, so I do see that. Good. All right, well, I'm going to take some cases that are earlier filed than yours, but I just wanted to be sure of that. So
Thank you.
first off, let me jump back to the top of the calendar here. So Ms. Jordan, why don't you come on up and have a seat over here? Okay, and then the Davidsons, if you'd have a seat over here. And so we're taking up case 37025 to get settled. And it looks like the Davidsons were not served, but you filed documents. So I wonder how you found out about all this.
The day after I filed my papers. And we were here on the
Okay, so you did get
on the
service.
25th.
Ah, okay. So you feel that you've had enough notice to be ready, it sounds
Yes,
like,
we
because you filed documents. Okay. All right, let me put everyone under oath. If you'd raise, since you're here, I get to stand up. So Ms. Jordan, why don't you stand up, raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay. Mr. Davidson, swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your
All right, Ms. Davidson, swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sure.
Great, everyone can be seated. All right, so Ms. Jordan, Mr. Davidson, usually we give you an opportunity to talk to Dispute Resolution Center. They're not here today. I think they've got an in-service or something. And as I said, they've got 30 years of training and 30 years here in small claims helping.
Does the judge need to put a sponsored disclaimer on this fucking video? She seems like she's been sponsored by the Dispute Resolution Center. Oh, yes, work, baby, work. Yeah. Ah! Fucking fuck. Busted the joint.
And people solve things and coming to a resolution short of trial. I don't know, Ms. Jordan, you paid for their services already in your filing fee. And I'm wondering if that is something that the two of you would like to do, talk with them a bit and see if there's some resolution here rather than the court imposing things, knowing that landlord tenant law, everybody has to do it by the numbers where you're at a court, both sides. So Ms. Jordan, do you feel ready to go to trial today, or would you rather talk to Dispute Resolution Center in the meantime?
I was not aware that dispute resolution wasn't going to be in today. What,
Yeah.
what I was talked to back in August when I originally filed.
I thought they were gonna be here too today and they weren't, and so I'm disappointed, but you know, they're allowed to have their,
Yeah.
what they need to do for their people. So if that's something of interest, we can get another court date, give everybody a chance to do that. Either at that court date or in between. Nothing prevents everyone from talking to each other, but, so what are you asking me to do today?
If they'd also like to have mediation.
Well, I'll ask, but so you're asking for a continuance?
If it, yes.
Okay, then we'll turn over here to the Davidsons. You've heard that. What do you, any issue there?
We prefer to go straight to judgment. I've already rescheduled with my employer 3 times for court dates.
We've only been here today 3 times.
We were here August 25th.
25th, learned that it was rescheduled for 29th, learned it was rescheduled for October 27th. My schedule is,
Is there a different claim filed that I'm not aware of? I see
in
it
our
on this.
exhibits, I put them in there. There's the original one for the 25th, which we appeared at
Of August.
Then it was rescheduled for September 29th. And then at 8:30, and then we have another
Is there a different
thing in
claim?
the court
I don't see
records
this
that it
document.
was scheduled for today.
Also, Kimberly, what I would recommend doing before you buy the bike, get the app, go to a gym that has Pelotons or has decent like exercise bikes that you can use, and then test it out. Because if you like that, you'll love having it in your house. If you don't like that and you find it sort of clunky or weird, you ain't gonna like having it in your house. And that's a really cheap way. It costs $20 or something to check that for the month. I think that, or actually, don't they give a 3-month, like, oh, maybe I can sign up with another email address. But I thought they gave like a 3-month trial period on the app anyways.
Okay. So we canceled the 25th and then we set the 29th, but I don't see any record of the 29th and that was canceled because of, we heard, okay, received. I see. Okay, it's reflected in the docket. All
It's
right,
worth
now I
though,
understand
Courtney,
that better.
because they super frown on me smoking weed while I'm riding the bike at the gym. That used to be my main issue at working out. Was like, well, I want to smoke some weed now. I'm not done my workout. I want to hit my pen or whatever. I can't do that. But when it's at your house or your sister's house, you can do that. And it's totally fine. I love it.
All right, so the question then is, Jordan, are you ready to go forward today to present your claim, or
If that's. yeah,
it's up to you? You're the one who started this, so that's why I have to ask you.
Yes.
So you're ready with all your documents and whatever testimony or information you want to give me?
I do have a lot of evidence.
Come on, Judge, give us a case. We've been going for almost an hour 20. We haven't had one single case. This is sad.
On my phone, would I be able to use that?
So that's difficult because I don't want to take your phone into evidence.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just text messages and photos.
Well, you could testify to those. I've got exhibits from the defendants that were filed the 19th, and the court file's been available to both parties through your Zoom instructions that you both got. Did you review all those documents?
I did not entirely. The whole process has been kind of confusing.
Okay, so you're filing a lawsuit against the Davidsons. You're
Yes.
saying that they owe you money.
Yes.
And so you're the one who started this.
Yes.
And you're the one who has to support it.
Mhm.
And oftentimes people, when you say you owe me money, are gonna respond and say no, or not that much, or something. And so they did, and they did that a week ago. And were you able, the Davidsons, I don't know who to ask here. Did you did you mail them or anything to Ms. Jordan, or just file them with the court?
Filed them with the court
Okay,
as instructed.
right. All right. Do you have an extra copy with you?
I only have my copy and what I submitted to the courts.
Okay. So, Ms. Jordan, and I'm gonna turn to you, Chase, we do send out information on how to get in the profile.
We do this.
Okay, good, I'm right then. All right, so you haven't looked at the documents from the Davidsons, they're here. And I want this to be a fair hearing. So I'm just a little concerned here that about preparation, but I sure don't want to have the Davidsons have to come back for a fourth time. So,
If I could provide a little context, I hadn't served them so I think I initially filed in August.
July.
It was July, okay. I had not served them. I have ADHD. One of my biggest issues is time blindness.
I'm sorry, ADHD, did you say?
Yes. I did,
Okay, now I'm understanding better.
Yeah.
All right.
So time blindness, I had been told that I needed 10 days to give them notice before.
Oh dear. I have ADHD too, and a lot of time blindness. But I did just remember to switch my laundry over. Hi, Tommy. How are you? And Becca's here too. Hi, Becca. We're talking about, I mean, everything's all over today. We all over the place. I haven't taken any medication yet today, except for a little bit of caffeine. The Fitbit's at 92%, guys. Shortly, we will be placing it ceremoniously into its charging casket. Let's call that. The charging casket, where I'm going to keep it, and y'all are going to remind me where the charger is because I lose it every 5 days. Because I too